Hello everyone, I'm John Kernan. Welcome to RPM Tonight. We start tonight's show with some very sad news. 19-year-old Adam Petty died Friday from injuries suffered in a single-car crash at the New Hampshire International Speedway.
3 people are dead, including a gunman, after a mass shooting.
A mass shooting has taken place.
A mass shooting at an e-gaming.
These are the most disturbing sports incidents. But before we get started, my name is Dre. I make morbid documentaries, and if that interests you, hopefully I earned your subscription by the end, and enjoy the show. Let's set the tone. Picture this. You're at Estadio Corregidora, the home stadium of Querétaro Football Club. The date is March 5th, 2022. The match is Atlas versus Querétaro. A goal is scored in the 28th minute by Atlas player Julio Furch. The Atlas fan celebrates, but in the 57th minute, a confrontation begins. The Querétaro fans break into the away stands and begin to brutally attack them with whatever they see in sight. Chairs, rocks, metal pipes, and someone even has an ice pick. In the 63rd minute, supporters attempt to run onto the pitch to avoid fighting. Men, women, and even kids. Everyone was at risk. The Querétaro fans are seen kicking, whipping, and beating the unconscious Atlas supporters, ripping their clothes off, mugging them, and leaving them to lay in a puddle of blood. The security just seems to be standing by, watching, not doing much to help. At this point, the game is final. Atlas wins, but at what cost?
En el caso de los 26 seguidores del Atlas que resultaron heridos, ayer fue dado de alta el que terminó con una herida grave del ojo izquierdo. Este aficionado fue trasladado de Querétaro al Hospital Siglo XXI aquí en la Ciudad de México. El pasado lunes le realizaron una cirugía de reconstrucción que duró poco más de 3 horas.
As images and videos start to surface the internet, 17 people were reported dead by journalist David Felix from the TV Azteca hours later, and the report was retracted. According to the Querétaro State Civil Protection Agency, quote, 22 people were injured, none of them taken to the general hospital, and of these, 2 were critical, end quote. The rest are stable. It should be mentioned that all of those injured are male, and at this point it's been confirmed that 4 were from the state of Jalisco, end quote, said the agency. A couple of days later, and the number of injured increased to 26 total. According to the governor of the state of Querétaro, 24 men and 2 women were injured, and of those, the governor said 10 sustained minor injuries and 3 were deemed in quote-unquote critical condition. On March 8th, Querétaro State Department confirmed that 14 arrests have been made and could potentially be charged with various offenses, including violence in a sporting event and attempted homicide. The arrests were made through police searches that also collected sports apparel with Querétaro logos, tennis shoes with possible bloodstains, cell phones, and much more. Later in the day, authorities said 3 more individuals were apprehended and that an additional person turned himself in. That same day, the Liga MX banned fans from attending Querétaro's home matches for up to a year, requiring all home matches to be played behind closed doors, banned the Querétaro Barras for up to 3 years, and also banned the club owners from conducting league-related activities for up to 5 years, and were fined 1.5 million pesos, and also required the club to be sold to a new owner. The league also announced that new security and safety measures would be implemented, including facial recognition and fan IDs where they must register. The videos on social media showing security forces standing by while fans pummel each other have led many to speculate that the attacks were done with the cooperation of local authorities and the stadium's local security contractor. Quote, "The police and authority in general in this country, it's very different from how it is in the United States," end quote, said a source at a Liga MX club. Quote, "You have to start there from a cultural point of view. What happened on Saturday was a tragedy. Operationally, it was neglectful by both the club and the league. There was no security," end quote. People associated with Atlas say the attack was, quote unquote, orchestrated, planned, and coordinated. They say the gates were open for the Barras so that they could move freely and have a clear shot at their rivals.
En ese momento sigue corriendo toda la manada hacia nosotros y nos encapsularon y la policía en lugar de ayudarnos o algo empezó a abrir todas las rejas para que nos pudieran golpear.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Kernan. Welcome to RPM Tonight. We start tonight's show with some very sad news. 19-year-old Adam Petty died Friday from injuries suffered in a single-car crash at the New Hampshire International Speedway.
19-year-old Petty died of head.
Adam Petty died in a fatal crash at the age of 19 on May 12, 2000 during a practice session for the Busch 200 race at the Hampshire Motor Speedway, which would have been Adam's 48th career Busch Series start. His throttle had stuck wide open going into the third turn of the track, causing the car to hit the outside wall head-on and suffered a basilar skull fracture. Adam died instantly.
I learned a lot today, and I was just starting to figure it out, and I thought we could get us a top 20.
Kenny Irwin Jr., a highly talented stock car driver who jumped into NASCAR in 1996 via the Craftsman Truck Series. In 1997, he notched 2 wins, 7 top 5s, and was Rookie of the Year, but his career came to a tragic end at the age of 30 on July 7th, 2000. During a practice session for the New England 300 at the Hampshire Motor Speedway, Irwin slammed head-on into the wall, causing his car to flip onto its side. According to fellow driver Brett Bowden, the car slid on its side for a long time before rolling on its roof. Irwin likely died instantly of a basilar skull fracture. Irwin's accident was blamed on a stuck throttle, which was the same cause of the accident that had killed Adam Petty at nearly the exact same spot on the track just 2 months prior. Following the deaths of these 2 racers led to NASCAR to mandate the use of kill switch on the steering wheel and the adoption of the Wayland Modified Tour restrictor plate. Tom Lockyer, a Welsh footballer who played for Bristol Rovers and Charlton Athletic before transferring to Luton Town in 2020. There he became Luton's captain, helping them secure promotion to the Premier League for the club's very first time. During that final to get to the Premier League, Tom Lockyer had an unfortunate collapse. May 27th, 2023, the championship playoff final, Luton Town versus Coventry City. In the 7th minute, Tom Lockyer was running back to a defensive position, but suddenly he collapsed to the ground. Tom was stretched off the pitch, taken immediately to the hospital, where Tom celebrated the team's victory and promotion to the Premier League. A couple weeks after his incident, a follow-up report states Tom Lockyer had suffered atrial fibrillation of the heart. Tom underwent heart surgery and was given medical clearance in June. He then renewed his contract and returned to training in July, making an impressive, inspiring return, right? December 16, 2023, Luton Town versus Bournemouth. The game is leveled 1-1. In the 59th minute, Tom Lockyer collapses for a second time. His heart had stopped. As players immediately signal for help, medical staff including physios, doctors, and paramedics, they all rush over and perform CPR and use a defibrillator. Tom Lockyer's heart was not beating for 2 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. As he regained consciousness on the pitch, he was then stretched off. The match was suspended with the score tied at 1-1. Tom Lockyer suffered from a cardiac arrest. After the match, Tom spent 4 nights in the hospital. There he was implanted with a cardioverter defibrillator device, fated to prevent any similar future incidents. Since these incidents, Tom Lockyer has retired from professional football. He told BBC Radio in Wales, "I've made no secret saying I would love to return to football, but ultimately it would have to come down to someone who is a cardiologist or specialist who has done full research into what has gone on, and if it could happen again, because we got a little girl now and she takes priority, I would love to play football again. Of course I would. It's my life, but if it's the case that I can't, then I'm at peace with it as well." End quote. January 2nd, 2023, during Monday Night Football at Paycor Stadium, the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals, Damar Hamlin, a safety for the Bills, took a hard hit to the chest during a tackle he made on T. Higgins. Hamlin stood back up for a second before collapsing to the ground, suffering from commotio cordis, which is a cardiac arrest that is triggered by a chest impact. Damar's heart stopped. He had no pulse. Medical personnel administered CPR and AED, automated external defibrillation, on the field for nearly 10 minutes until his heartbeat was restored. Hamlin was rushed to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, then transferred back to Buffalo General. On January 10th, Hamlin would later make a full recovery, being discharged and begin rehabilitation. He was cleared to return to practice in April 2023, and on August 13th, 2023, Hamlin made his NFL comeback in a preseason game.
Of his football career in peril, but yesterday, there he was, playing in a preseason game, another milestone.
Jamal Musiala. During the quarterfinals for the FIFA Club World Cup on July 5th of this year, Bayern Munich faced PSG in Atlanta. Moments before halftime, Musiala suffered a terrible collision with PSG goalkeeper Donnarumma. Musiala's ankle and lower leg were caught underneath Donnarumma. The impact broke his left fibula and caused a dislocated ankle with ligament damage. Jamal was stretched off in extreme pain and transported for urgent medical treatment at a local hospital. Shortly after, he was flown back to Germany via private ambulance arranged by Bayern Munich and brought to Munich, where he underwent surgery. He is expected to be out for 4 to 5 months, likely to miss the first half of the 2025-26 season.
Breaking news tonight, 3 people are dead, including a gunman, after a mass shooting at a video game tournament in Jacksonville, Florida. 11 other people have been wounded in that incident. Police have identified the suspect as a 24-year-old from Baltimore who was taking part in that competition. I'm Ken McLeod.
And I'm Katie Brace. Part of the shooting was actually streamed live as players took part in that tournament.
On August 26, 2018, the GLHF, Good Luck Have Fun Game Bar, a video game venue in Jacksonville, Florida, hosted a Madden NFL 19 tournament with around 130 to 150 participants and fans in attendance. One of the participants in this tournament was 24-year-old at the time, David Katz, who after losing his match refused to shake his opponent's hands. David left the venue and returned armed with 2 handguns, one that was equipped with a laser sight, and opened fire at around 1:34 p.m. David fired 12 shots, with the shooting lasting no longer than 2 minutes.
Joe Rice down 7-0 after the first drive by True Boy. Got a lot of good games going on.
It's a
today.
lot. It's gonna be hard to get them on stream. It's
not
a lot.
It's not a tough out today. Excuse me, not an easy out.
Oh, what are you shooting with? Oh.
1:36 p.m., the first 911 call was made as police responded within 2 minutes of the initial shots.
Are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here. I need someone to hurry up. I'm losing feeling in my leg. I need someone to hurry up. I need you to hurry up, please. I'm under a tree. I'm just sitting here by myself under the avenue building.
Just keep talking to me. I have help on the way to you.
He was shot at the landing, and I saw a lot more ambulances and stuff going that way.
Is he breathing?
He's breathing, but I'm pretty sure in a minute it's not going to go good for him.
The Jacksonville Madden 19 tournament shooting left 2 people dead, 22-year-old at the time Elijah Clayton, who went by quote-unquote True Boy in the gaming community respectively, and 27-year-old Taylor Robertson, who went by quote-unquote Spot Me Please. 11 people were injured by gunfire, plus a couple more in the stampede who were trying to escape. David Katz, the shooter, was found dead at the scene with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, committing Police said the incident was partially captured during the tournament's live stream on Twitch. The stream was cut out abruptly during the gunfire and soon uploaded on YouTube. EA Sports expressed condolences and began urgent improved security measures at esports events. EA Sports Division said in a statement on Twitter, quote, "The authorities have confirmed that we have lost 2 respected members of our community yesterday, Elijah, Trueboy, Clayton, and Taylor, quote-unquote, spot me please, Robertson. Their deaths are an inconceivable tragedy, and we offer our deepest sympathies to their families, to those injured, and everyone affected by this. Many of us at EA knew Elijah and Taylor well, and their positive competitive spirit and respect for others were evident to everyone. They earned the admiration of all who watched them compete, and we will miss them greatly. We are committed to supporting their family members through this difficult time." End quote. And Jacob Middich had filed a lawsuit against the tournament sponsors EA Sports, the game manufacturer, the mall, and the restaurant where the incident occurred. The lawsuits claim, quote, "to hold those responsible accountable and to ensure that gamers are able to get together to pursue their passion without having to fear for their lives." End quote. Anthony M., who was shot twice, filed a second lawsuit on September 5th, 2018, with similar claims of negligence and safety failures. By January 2019, 20 more lawsuits were filed. The lawsuits, which make claims that include bodily injury, disfigurement, disability, and fear of death and bodily harm, were filed against Slayman Enterprises, the owner of Landing, Chicago Pizza, and Electronic Arts Inc., the sponsor of the tournament. As of the latest update, the lawsuits had been settled out of court with terms not disclosed. And that concludes our list for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, and hopefully I earned your subscription. As always, there's so much more to these topics that I leave out. Rest in peace to the victims that we went over today. Also, this video is actually a sequel to my most disturbing sports incident video. So if you guys would like to check out the first video, that would mean a lot. I'll make a playlist to start off the series. Also, I just got married, so congratulations to me and my beautiful wife. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Can be broken.